Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Hello, everybody. Welcome to All Signs. We're going to be doing the 7-day forecast. If you are watching live, let me know. Come and join in the comments. And a reminder here, if you're catching the replay, to comment replay. And I am on multiple platforms here. So I'm not just over on YouTube. I'm also streaming at the same time on Facebook too. So happy or hello to my Facebook buddies and my YouTube buddies. Hi, Papa Wheelies. Hi, Nancy. Thank you for being here. Hello, Star Child. People are starting to come in. So I want to give a reminder here too, guys, of the 7-day forecast. Because a lot of you asked, was this replacing the weekly? Well, I stopped calling it the weekly forecast because even though we know that time is an illusion, I like to point out the window here of the 7 days. So really, it's whenever you listen to this, the next 7 days, okay? So that's the current energy of whenever you're listening to this in the next 7 days, and it falls within those windows. So that's how we're utilizing that. Another announcement I want to make before we get into the collective reading is to remind you guys that private readings. Hi, Angela. Welcome from New Zealand. Love my Kiwis. Thank you for being here. Hi, Jasmine. Want to remind you guys about private readings right now. I know I'm booked out. I know, because a lot of you have been questioning when are the books going to be back open. Right now, it's just my mediumship and my one-on-one mentorships that are available. If you want to get a chance for mini readings, the best way is to become a member at Harmonia Friends. We have galleries and there's a chance here for free readings. Reminder that the Harmonia Friends area has a 30-day free trial, and that is just for the readings themselves, not those galleries. But I have listened to you guys, and I have decided, not this week, but probably next week, that if you want to have a chance for a mini reading live after one of the pop-up lives, I will have a wait list in hand. It's going to be at a reasonable price, but I will post it a day before so that you guys can go ahead and sign up for it. And then your reading will take place right after the pop-up live. And we're going to be doing that just until I can catch up with the schedule, but also give you guys a chance here for, well, readings, private readings, because I know my books are it's just crazy right now. Plus, I'm running Runes Reality right now, so it's been a little bit nutso. But let's get started here. We got the collective energy here. So the cards we're using tonight, it's been a while since I used this deck, and it's a small deck, and it's a cheesy deck, but it's the never-ending tarot. So those of you who like the never-ending story, it's just the major arcana cards. So we're going to be using that part of our collective challenge this evening. And we're going to be using the Before Tarot, which is a play on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck and the actions that happen before the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And we'll be using that as our collective. Also for anything that we do for clarifiers. And then one of my favorite decks, which is, I'm still kind of in spooky season here, we're going to be using the Darkwood Tarot, which is more like a storybook tarot deck. So those are the decks we're going to be using. I don't have them listed yet, but I will in the description after. Hi, Elizabeth. Because, well, I picked the decks right before I went live. I had decks picked out, and then, how Spirit works, they make you switch. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What is our collective challenge here with the major arcana, with also the never-ending story here? Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascended master spirit. Can you let us know what the collective needs to know before we break into the zodiac signs? What does the collective need to know for the next 7 days? What they're going to be challenged with, and some may not be what, but who. Could also be a particular character here. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, the star. Oh gosh, of course they have to pick the saddest scene ever. How many people who watch a Neverending Story remember the swamp scenes? Okay. The swamps of sadness. Gosh, do we really have to look at this? This movie destroyed me when the horse went under in the mud. But I can see here that when we lose something and have some grief, that there is something better, right? Remember, if the horse, he was kind of getting in the thick of it. He was depressed and he was like, no, don't go in, don't go in. And he was trying to get him out. But it shows you both sides, doesn't it? It shows you both sides where he was able to get out of it. And not everybody you can save. There's something about not being able to save everyone. Sometimes we just can't fix things for other people. Aquarius energy here is going to be your challenge, because I feel this connection with a loved one or someone you care about, but also some things or connections are not meant to be pulled out. Yes, Artex here. Gosh, they really picked a doozy for us tonight, didn't they? Let's see what's going on here with the challenge of the star and Artex and his horse. No reversals on initial story play here. I moved my table a little bit, so bear with me, guys. I feel like my deck is so far away. There we go. Now you guys can see. The Page of Wands. Evaluation. Looking upon something. A new start. Uncertainty, though, because you are taking a pause. If you think of the Page of Wands in the original deck, he's usually standing up. He's looking ahead. This is somebody here who is a little bit perplexed, is looking at some symbols here, is a little uncertain what's going on there. Let me do this so you can see me. Oh, my camera's a little bit delayed. There we go. Oh, isn't that interesting? The Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny. This is somebody here who is moving with destiny. They see the challenge here of not knowing when things are going to take place, which sometimes we look at the signs. Sometimes we look at all of that synchronicities, right? We get those symbols, but we don't know what to do with it. How many of you feel that way sometimes when spirit shows you the 111s or a repetitive name, or it's like, why do they keep showing me this? Am I going the right way? Is this the right direction? Or, better yet, a song that keeps playing over and over again. It always happens, doesn't it? Yeah, Elizabeth says it always happens. It always happens. So there's something here where you're going amiss. You don't necessarily know what you're hit. And this is interesting, because isn't here the challenge here is that you might run into things where others may not be able to go where you're going. Ooh, I feel it. I'm feeling it. There's something here about us having to deal with that there's going to be some areas in our life where we are going to have to face something on our own, or with people or individuals that maybe might not go on the ride with us. And there's nothing that they did wrong. It's just how things are. It's just how it works. And that does work with death too, right? When we lose a loved one, it's the same kind of grief. But there's still that connection. It's still there. we always see that connection. So we feel that connection. So let's see how this challenge is going to play out for each individual sign. This is where we start off with the birthday sign, and happy birthday out there to the Libras. My scales, make sure you guys are checking your sun, your moon, your Venus, and your rising, okay? If you're watching regarding another person, you can cross watch, but it might be vice versa. It's not always about love. The general readings means anything comes up. But you know, I will bring it up if it's there. We always have a collective bonus at the end. So let's get started here with Libra. Libra, reversals are now up. Reversals are now up. Libra, let's see how the next 7 days are going to go for you and the current energy here for you. Here we go, Libra. We have the Four of Swords here reversed. You having sleepless nights? I'm a Libra and I could resonate with that. Last night I had to take a cat nap. I had to take a massive cat nap here because my energy was all over the place here. Ooh, who are you dealing with, Libra? They're all reversed, but there's something here that's haunting you. There's a particular connection here that leaves you restless. I feel like you're either separated from someone or you've been apart from an energy of someone who does not necessarily always have the best intentions with you, or could just be really negative energy. It could be, but there's something about dreaming about it, waking up about it, but there's something that's leaving you restless in the next 7 days. And I feel like you're a little bit irritable. I mean, this is your energy. That's who you are. You're the Queen of Swords. But somebody here is reversed, almost feels like lack of rest, can't quite figure out. It almost feels like you almost be running into things. Like, it feels like it's not like bad things happen, but I almost feel klutzy because of lack of sleep or just tired or feeling exhausted. But I also feel this need to really, really, really clear your energy. It's interesting how I'm really focused on this Magician energy, not just about as above, so below, but the dark. You see that darkness kind of streaming in here. So this could be someone here who gets a little bit depressed. Maybe things aren't also going quite your way, Libra, in the next 7 days, where you would like to see how things lay out for you, because that is your challenge. It doesn't necessarily have to be another person. I am keeping them all upright for now, even though they reversed, because I wanted to show the art. But let's see what else is going on here. Yeah. Look at this. 8 of Wands. So there is something coming at you pretty quickly, and I feel ill-prepared or something that's going to disturb you. You just don't have time to really ground yourself. And it's gonna kind of wake you up to, like, I have to take care of this, or it's something that's like really, really quick. What's this about? What's this about? Really, really quick. Oh, this could involve somebody you really care about too. I mean, the 10 of Cups is usually your circle, your inner circle. But I still feel the energy of somebody not being like who's heavily on your mind, and it involves somebody that's either a family member or somebody you've dealt with that's been in your circle. Okay. What's this about? Yeah, this artwork is beautiful. It is a message. Papa Wheelies, it definitely is a message. It's an unexpected message. This is a message here where you may hear some unexpected news about an individual. Okay, this is what it, okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm like, why is this coming up as a premonition? It is. You're going to be receiving some kind of premonition in the next 7 days. It may involve a family member or something here where you don't have time to prepare, and you care. It's something that's like where you care. But you can't always be there is what I hear. I'm going to see what the advice here Spirit's given to you, because I do see love here. I do see union. I see coming together. So there's nothing here that's breaking that in a bad way. I just see you being a little bit exhausted because it's not going the way you want to. And I also feel the energy of somebody who's around you, not physically, but has some negative feelings. Oh boy. Yeah. This could also be family disputes, other individuals who don't see it your way for not being at a particular location. There's something about a location, something about being apart. You're not there while this happens. That's another part that I'm feeling, but it's something where it's out of your control. Maybe you're destined and challenged here by doing something, and then something else takes place that you can't really come and save the day for. So this is just Spirit letting you know that there's going to be a lot of ego involved in this. There's really no winners in this because it's not something that you can save. I'm just going to say it. It's not something you can save. The Tower and the Star here is, so there's going to have to, I just keep hearing hurt people. Don't take it personally, what is ever stated to you, Libra, in the next 7 days with this situation, if it comes up for you, because I'm gonna have to cover this up or I'll get flagged, because we got the Devil here. There's negativity. This has to do with something pretty heavy. It could also deal with somebody here who is getting some karma for their, well, issues that they dealt with you. I feel like you're not connected to this person, not necessarily right now, but I do feel this energy here of a karmic tie or maybe a karmic ex, somebody here that may also have some substance abuse. And if it's not that, there's something you're going to hear about them or an action that they take that may try to go at you or project at you or try to blame you. And Spirit's saying that there's nothing you could do. You're not really in that place, and make sure that you're still focused here on changes. I actually see something being more uplifted for you. I just heard, thank you, Spirit. If this was a person here that did you dirty and is kind of bitter that things are getting lighter, you're going to hear some pretty ugly news about them. Okay. So it's kind of like karma is being played in front of you, but it's really not you're not there. You may hear just about it, but there are individuals here who may try to still blame you. That's what I got. All right. That's what I have for Libra. Let's see what's going to happen here for Scorpio in the next 7 days. In the next 7 days. Yeah, a little wiener, but that will flag me. That guy will flag me. I have to cover it with my thumb. That's for sure. It's the one thing with the card arts. I got to be really careful with what I choose to display here for you guys. This one isn't so bad, but some of the decks are pretty risque. And there's risque decks we tend to use more over at Harmonia Friends because it's not really, it's behind doors. It's not public. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you in the next 7 days whenever you hear this. Remember, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. We have the Queen of Pentacles here reversed. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Well, this is a... God, I feel like this is somebody here that you're dealing with that needs you more than you need them. That's what it feels like. This person's a... This feels very work related, but if it's not work related, this person has high expectations, and they do. They have high expectations for you to take care of things. This is somebody here who usually is very good valued, very good with money, but when they're reversed, it's someone who's pretty pretentious, kind of flaunts their money and has high expectations of you just to take care of them. Okay. It's like that wounded mother energy, usually not a good mom, to be honest. But there's something here about fears. And some of you have fears that are coming up. Even if, let's say if you are a parent, there's something that's coming up here about Oh my God, am I becoming my mother? Where they, if you, especially you had somebody here, I'm telling you, oh my God, am I becoming my mother? Where you may not feel that that good approach for you, but this is to give you a pause of perception. The hangman is somebody here who really needs to step back. There's fears of either becoming somebody from your past or dealing with somebody here that you have really, really poor boundaries with. And you may feel like your hands are tied a little bit, or you may feel like you're, well, going down here. You can't really pull them out if somebody's in depression or they expect you to fix things. What else is going on here with Scorpio? So that's a heavy burden. That is a massively heavy burden that you're about to drop. You are dropping this weight. You don't want to carry this with you. And some of you are like, I'm not thinking that way. Okay. You're going to shift your reality. That's what we call it in runes reality, where you see the negative perspective of it. And then you're like, all right, I can switch this. I can switch this around. That's what the hangman does. They take a pause here. And there's something here where you're dealing with an individual here that just weighs you down, Scorpio. So I see you actually dropping this weight, shifting this mindset, which is a good thing. It doesn't start off so good with that Nine of Swords because you're worried about being taken advantage of, or you're worried that you have some kind of the same characteristics, traits, or maybe those traits here that dealt with something very, well, selfish. Oh, now the Nine of Cups reversed. God, this person consumes like, all right, when I see the Nine of Cups reverse, it's usually like there's either alcohol involved. If it's not alcohol, this person overindulges, has high expectations, extremely selfish, gluttony. All right. It's like, feed me. There's none left for me. They wouldn't share. This is an individual here who does not share. And there's a part of you that this person mirrors back where they may say or project to you that you are the selfish one. And that could make you feel a little bit, well, off kilter. What else is going on here for Scorpio? Yeah. What's interesting is this individual, because you take a pause, because you're not going to intervene in some way and you let it go, you may actually receive. Now, the Page of Cups is something small. It's small, and it's interesting how they're making it smoke, and the fish kind of looks like, because I feel like this person blows a lot of smoke when it comes to their words. It may be, I'm going to just be honest, it may be like a half-ass apology. You may see somebody's true colors in the next 7 days. And even with them offering and saying, I'm sorry I treated you that way, or I'm sorry that, God, I just keep hearing, I mean, with the Nine of Cups here, and they make me do math here, Eight of Cups. You are choosing not to be with this person, or you are stepping back, or you're taking a break. What advice does Spirit have for you? No reversals. Hello, Lily. Welcome. Okay. No worries. You can come back. Thanks for visiting. Spirit's saying be amongst individuals that are fair to you. And there's something here where this individual has something about being included. Okay, they're giving me a reference here. I had something like this in my life where somebody always wanted to be kind of included in a friend group, but then they felt like they were very jealous. They didn't feel like they fit in the middle of this. So, they played victim a lot when you gathered together, because they could see the connection that you may have with others. There's something here about the connections that you have in place where you're being asked here to kind of create your own space, new relationships, if you haven't done so already, because I feel like there's a lot of mutual connections. Oh my God, look at this. It's time for you. This person is very childish. Do you see that child? See those two children like peeking in here? Could even be an old childhood friend. But there's something here about what you have, what you can obtain. This person gets really jealous. And they may try to escape it with overindulging or flaunting something to you. And there's something here where you're just being asked to be amongst individuals here who offer you some more fulfillment and to create. I feel like you're creating new relationships. You're being really pushed to do that. And not necessarily be in the circle of vicinity of this individual. It almost feels like somebody younger. It's like a kid. This is what they're showing me as an example. You know how like if you have siblings here when you're younger, right? Maybe you were the older sibling and the younger sibling like hangs around. It's something like that where it's like a real thick energy of just you need to take care of me or you need to be there with me and feel responsible. But this is like beyond that. Now you're at the point of being an adult and this individual still feels that way. It's one thing to feel that way as a child. It's another thing to feel responsible in that way as a full grown ass adult. Entirely different. So that's what I feel this person has. They're very childish is what I'm hearing. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is up. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yep, 2 cards were 9 of Cups. That is true. But this person's selfish, and they're saying watch out for that. That's how it was showing it. Those are the before tarot decks. That's why I like to use different decks, and because if they come up more than once, it's significant. It's validation. It's that validation. You actually got 3 9s, Scorpio. 3 9s. You got the 9 of Swords too. 999. 9s are all about attainment, fulfillment. There's some people who are not meant to be on that cycle with you. Sagittarius is up. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hi, Jasmine. Welcome. I didn't see you pop in here. Thanks for joining. If you guys are on Facebook, if you wouldn't mind sharing to like-minded groups, would really appreciate it. My Facebook feeds do not get seen as much. Hi, Tammy. Than my YouTube because of notifications. And make sure if you guys are on Facebook, make sure you are looking at your notifications because if you are just getting highlights, you're not seeing all of my posts. I try to post when I post here on YouTube, but not everybody sees them. All right, Saggy. Let's see how the next 7 days are going for you. Sagittarius, the next 7 days. Oh, well, we have the Empress. The Empress. What a beautiful Empress card that is. Taurus, Libra energy. The Magician. You're thinking ahead. You are thinking ahead. No whammies. You are thinking ahead. Yeah. You're taking a pause. There's something here where you're getting, I just keep, it's that star energy. You know, when a mother's intuition just knows, you may be a mom, but it's just like there's something here that you're protecting. And right now you can see her hands over her belly because she's pregnant. But this doesn't necessarily mean you're pregnant. It's this energy here of holding something close to your womb, something here that you're protecting. This could be an idea. This could be, I don't know, something here that you haven't really shared with individuals here. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're taking on a new job. But there's something here you're keeping close to you. This is your baby. All right. Very protective of it. And what you want is the best for, well, your baby in the next 7 days. And you're just feeling like something is off. So I feel you doing some kind of research, evaluating, but this is not something you can logically find evidence on. Okay. Especially if you're dealing with a shady person or you think something is off about an individual. You may be snooping or looking at something here. It's like, let me see what that person's up to on social media, but there's something here where you're not going to find the straight on facts. You're not. You just have this premonition, very similar to that Libra energy here, but this is different because you were kind of ahead in this. You don't have anxiety about it. You're like, something is off. Something is off. That's why you're pausing. Remember that challenge here is you're reevaluating, you're looking at something here, you're trying to find something here that is tangible evidence. Okay, let's see what this is about. Oh, that's the Ace of Wands. That's that baby. Oh, what is this? The Lovers. Some of you, if you've been wanting to have a baby, not trying to scare you, but look at this King of Swords. You got somebody here that's coming in. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This is a really good reading. Okay. You do have a premonition that something is off, but the thing is, this is something is off in a good way. It's like somebody here is doing a surprise party for you. You may be feeling like, okay, are we not doing anything or something's not going? I feel like somebody is not behaving typically how they typically are with you. And if this is for an idea or something that you're trying to get started, because I'm reading for a lot of different people, there is somebody here that wants to offer you something pretty dang spanking good. All right. These are pretty hot cards. So let's just look at this Gemini energy. This is something here where somebody wants to create something with you or offer you something pretty passionately. And if it's not passionately, it's like, I believe in your idea. I want in with you and I'm going to show you in a more practical way. And I'm showing you in a big way. I'm not a page. This is somebody here, and this could be a boss too, that says okay to something. I would like you to be a partner with me. I would like you to take on this project. But this is an individual here that's going to protect you. Notice the vulture here. Okay. It's kind of going over the scavengers. And I like how it's a vulture for this, for the King of Swords, because it's a little different. Usually it's like a hawk, but a vulture to me is somebody here who goes after the dead. This is somebody here. If there's anything that doesn't suit you, is going to cut it out. It's going to protect you. This is a guardian. All right. So you have somebody here that is very protective over you and your ideas or this relationship and wants to up level it. So very good reading here for you. I think that what's hidden here though is that you may think the worst of it, and well, it's something that's really actually good for you. All right, let's see what advice you need, but I think the advice here is going to be allow this person in. Oh, so I don't see this always as a bad thing. I got to cover this again. Okay. You have dealt with Spirit saying, because you have to understand that these cards in Rider-Waite usually mirror one another. Okay. There's the good and bad in this, but I also see this as a very lusty card. This is something here where you're going to be extremely focused on. This person has the same kind of focus, same kind of lust as you do for whatever this relationship is or for whatever this passion is. I just feel like entirely devoted. All right. And a little bit possessive. So just know that this person, Spirit's saying, this person is pretty possessive when it comes to wanting to build something with you. Now we have the hawk. There's the hawk. Okay. This is an individual here who may even go a little bit above and beyond Saggy with making more plans than you expected or anticipated. That could make you feel a little bit crazy, but this is a person here that would also say, hey, I thought about this and X, Y, and Z, and we're not going to go to those swamps. I have another direction. I have other plans. So you have somebody here who's made some pretty solid plans, and Spirit's saying it might make you feel a little controlled. So just make sure you're being very open with this individual, express yourself. There's something where this person has a little bit of a pride issue, and just know that if you appreciate this, to make sure that, you want to have some freedom here, because I do feel like this is something that you had started. If this is an idea, or others of you, it's a relationship here where it's the next level. You might have a particular picture of how you expected it to be, but this person has been anticipating it way, way more than you have actually seen or looked upon. All right, that's what I got. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Capricorn is up. Saggy probably got the most sexiest reading for romance. All right, Capricorn. Let's shuffle. Don't forget, guys, check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I did post, for those of you who did not see last night, I posted the mid-month check-ins for October for all signs, but it's only found at Harmonia Friends. It was posted on Friday. I will be posting new content over at Harmonia Friends tomorrow. I think I'm probably going to do a tarot story. I like to mix it up. One more shuffle, and we'll get to Capricorn. Totally missed the deck there. All right, Capricorn. Here we go. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus for my Cappies. Here we go. We have the moon, Pisces energy. Something here is being exposed. It's not always... Ooh, these kind of fell on top of each other. Okay, so we have Temperance. It didn't fall reverse here. So there's something here that is a little bit off kilter. I think, ooh, now we have the Emperor here, Aries energy. This is a person here of authority. This is somebody here who thinks that they know best. You're going to be challenged with a person this week or the next 7 days. Something's coming out about this individual. They're not so happy. Sagittarius energy, a lot of fire energy. This is this person here who's very impatient, has some expectations here, or really wants to take charge. It may make you feel a little bit off kilter, or you may think the worst of this person because of the way that they're acting or corresponding with you. I feel so rushed. I feel like exhausted. It's like, oh my God, can we take a break? Why are we rushing? Why are we rushing? Like, I don't understand. I almost feel like you just want to, like, if you're going on a hike, it's like, can we slow down? I'm not that fit, you know? I feel exhausted a little bit, but there's something here that's going to make you a little bit nervous because the way that this person is rushing a scenario or a situation, somebody's rushing. Why is Cappy getting rushed in the next 7 days? Oh, because something here this person feels is being closed. All right. Like travel plans getting delayed, or something is, we're going to miss the window. If we don't do this, then we're not going to be able to go. This is somebody here who's trying to get the best deal, because they don't want to miss out, and they may feel like you're dragging the feet here on it, but you're not dragging. You want to evaluate things. It's like you want the same thing. I do feel like this is a connection. Doesn't have to be romantic, but somebody here is really looking at something that is not accessible, and you may miss out on the time limit. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I did describe her earlier in another zodiac reading, but when she's reversed, it's somebody here who is not the greatest with money and has a tendency here to overspend. Also kind of, I mean, is not really good with self-care, but there's something here where you feel a little bit run down and you're doing things on a codependent way here on this person's pace. But it's like, I mean, the pace is here. We have the rabbit here, and the rabbit is always included in that Queen of Pentacles card. But I feel like it's like, I don't think I need a rest. I almost feel like you're going to say there might actually be confrontation with this individual and saying, I don't want to rush this. Yeah. I think you're fearful of talking to this person, because you don't want to disappoint them. But at the same time, you really feel like you can't keep up, or there's just something that makes you feel a little bit unsettled with it. So I feel a little bit mixed emotions as to what to do. So let's see what advice Spirit has for this Cappy, who's a little bit off kiltered and feeling like they can't They can't speak their mind without this individual cutting them off or saying, we'll discuss it later. I feel like this person's trying to avoid something with you where you're not feeling so strong. You're not, okay? But Spirit's saying it's time to pull out the Queen of Swords, okay? You have the ability here to speak up. You can detach from this and speak the truth. And some of you are afraid to do this because you might feel like you're betraying that person because they're asking me to add that sword to that. All right. Hi, Maggie. Good to see you. But the Queen of Swords is someone who says, let's talk about it. Let's be both adults about this. Let's advise this. And I feel like Spirit's encouraging you to do so because this person can be bossy. It's the Emperor. What advice does Spirit have for you? Yeah. Because this is what you want to steer away from. So some of you are driving yourself to be sick because you're doing something at a pace that does not feel right. So you're physically tired, right? You might feel like you're getting sick, but I feel this energy of you saying, I can't keep going this way. I'm going to get myself sick. So this could be even somebody here pushing you on a project, could be overworking you. Some of you are like, I need a day off. Like I am going to end up like in bed if I don't do this. Others of you, you need to talk about your loyalty here. That you're, there's some fear here about if you can't keep up or if you don't do it this way, you feel that you're going to be rejected. And Spirit's saying you need to express this with this individual because in the long run, if they see that, they're going to look in this level here. Well, you started this, you never said anything. So Spirit's saying, speak up here about this Five of Pentacles, that this person is trying to something about this person trying to either make a quick buck or do something for money financially, maybe to get ahead. Maybe that's what it is. That's what I got. Let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius is up. Don't forget, guys, if you check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and if there is another person that you want to watch on, you can do cross-watching. Just a reminder, though, that it might be vice versa, and there's always a collective bonus at the end. So there's plenty of times to get additional readings. Aquarius will be up. I'm just shuffling here. We got a hard challenge in the next 7 days. So I'm feeling a lot of these readings will be based upon not seeing eye to eye with an individual. And even the ones that were strong, like we had for, I can't remember which sign, where it was really, I think it was Sagittarius that got really romantic. There's a lot of energy here of control, authority, where people want to do it on their time, their way. We also got that full moon energy coming on for us. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you in the next 7 days for Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius in the next 7 days. The Two of Wands reverse. That's interesting because you have a new opportunity, an opportunity to look and reevaluate again. You do. You're a little bit scared to do this, though. I see fear in this. This is usually someone here who's like ready to go and set some foundation here, but you have changed your mind. You're taking on something that you kind of thought you were done with, but you are also fearful that once you take this, once you go for this, is it going to be taken away from you again? So I don't know if you have a reconciliation here where you're letting someone back in, or if there's something that you dismissed that you failed at, but you said, I'm going to try again. But I do see Aquarius trying it again. I just feel Aquarius is trying again the next 7 days. Yeah. Because this is about your fulfillment. This is about what you obtain. And there's some fear here about wishes, about, well, the start. You're not going to have everything in place. You're very afraid of the swamps of sadness. That's what it is. You have a second shot, a second chance. This is for Aquarius who's going through a second chance right now. This is a second chance for you. Yeah, it scares you. This scares you. There's a lot of darkness that comes here because of it feeling much larger. But you have the sword. You have the capability. I like this devil card because it looks like someone here who's confronting the devil. Hi, Marty. Welcome. It's kind of like a child ready to confront the boogeyman. Capricorn energy. This has to do with a connection, a relationship that I don't know. I feel like it's something here, butting heads. Something here did not work out. Or some of you are afraid if you open yourself up again. Okay. So let's put it this way. Maybe this is a single Aquarius who's saying, okay, I'm going to give myself a second shot, in love and put myself back out there. And there may be some fears here that come up about the past because of, well, it didn't go that great. You might have been in a karmic connection in the past, but there's something where you're going to be trying again, You're going to be trying it again because what you're trying to attain, I like this, is go out of the box. See, you are a very committed individual here, Taurus energy, but I actually like when the Hierophant is reversed because it's someone here who's going on the beat of their drum. It's like they're putting that old belief systems to a side. It's like that's not necessarily always what it is. So you're breaking an old contract. You are trying to have a fresh start. Some of you are ripping something up and just saying, I'm going to treat this as brand fucking new. But you're thinking outside of the box. This is somebody here who's ripping out those belief systems, is going after something that they know that they want and desire and trying to face their fears. And the fears have a lot to do with who you butt your heads with. Interesting that the Two of Cups here is horses. And then, of course, we have we have it with the trail and stuff here. But I just feel this energy of fearful of getting lost in connections or being taken advantage of or trying to pull others out. And maybe that's something here in the past that you weren't able to do with a particular person. Pull them out of the darkness. Interesting. That was noted that way. What advice does Spirit have for you? No reversals and advice here for Aquarius. You got the Magician. This is something here where Spirit's encouraging you to go after your dreams. But the thing that the Magician does, even though he has all those amazing tools, he has to take the actions with the laws. And the laws I'm talking about are universal laws. So there's a need here for seeing how everything's connected, which is the law of mentality here. Seeing the correspondence of it, and then changing the frequency of it. And changing the frequency sometimes uses the law of, polarity, not law of attraction, because you see that the negative and the positive are in the same frame. So Spirit's reminding you of how powerful you are as a magician. You got a 1 there. Oh my gosh. This is a great reading. Spirit's saying go after it. You got the 9 of Cups twice. Another reading also got the 9 of Cups twice. I don't know if Sherry's still on here, my star child, but she pointed it out. I can't remember which reading that was. But there's something here that you deserve better, but you deserve a second shot in the next 7 days. And Spirit's saying have fun with it. Let your inner child come out. And watch yourself as you pour into this. And it is something that you're not fully obtaining it yet, but you're meeting new connections. Some of you are meeting new people. Others of you, there's some reconciliations here going on for you. But I really feel like this reconciliation has to do with reparenting the versions of you and realizing that you can face those fears, right? That oogie boogie man here. It's not so large when you're holding the weapon. And interesting how we have the sword here and the sword that this magician is usually holding up. And it's the sword. It's not the wand. It's the mentality of it. It's the declaration of it. It's you speaking up about it. This is before Tarot. He's usually holding that wand. He's in the midst of it. When the wand is there, it's taking the actions of it. This is declaring it. You are declaring a new start. What another beautiful reading here for Aquarius, next 7 days. All right, Pisces. Pisces is up, and I'm going to try to catch up on the feed, but I don't know if I can because it's going so quickly. And there seems to be side conversations going on. But I'll try. I will try. Papa Wheelie's about the gym. I feel that if there's any time you take a break on anything you do with your body, it's like you got to start over. But it's not usually as hard unless you go for a really long time. But yeah, that's the sucky part. I totally can understand that. All right, Pisces is up. Maggie is catching up on Sagittarius. She should be able to reach us back by Pisces. Reminder, guys, if you miss your sign and you're watching on YouTube, you can, Facebook, you can hop over onto YouTube because you can't do it on Facebook on the live. You have to wait for the replay and I do the timestamps. But you can just look for the banners and then scroll and find your banners and then catch up and then just scroll it back. All right, let's see what's going on for Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for you in the next 7 days? Well, this just fell. We had the 3 of Wands, and it just went like this. Okay, it was like all over the place. So I feel like a Pisces has, gosh, who's that on the ground? I never noticed that there's somebody on the ground here. Oh, it's a vampire. She just sucked the blood out of somebody here. Drained, fed off of somebody. You've been kind of spinning around when it comes to your energy. And some of you, it's kind of like whatever you were tasting on or with a particular person, you realize they weren't very fulfilling to you, were they? So this is an individual here who's been turned upside down when it comes to somebody's energy. It's like, well, that wasn't very tasty. That didn't feel that great. But what you're realizing is since you're out of the presence of that, you feel way better. Okay. So I see this energy of you taking something, not necessarily blood from this person, but this is someone here who's working on their security, independence, doing something on their own. And I feel like you're spreading your wings. It's like you're flexing a new muscle here. You're just like, all of a sudden you have all these room for activities because you don't have somebody sucking the soul out of you, or maybe it's just a thought of somebody sucking the soul, especially if you were ruminating on a particular person. But I feel a Pisces here is, woo, getting the balance, getting the justice on here. We have Libra energy. Something's going to go into your favor the next 7 days. I feel like you have somehow shifted and regained your balance. And the consequences here are quite evidential, that now that this person or this issue or this blockage that you were ruminating on has left. It's not draining you anymore. The decision has been made. You're closing a chapter. This Pisces has officially closed a chapter in their book. Yeah. You're not so scared about it anymore. You're not so hung up about this anymore. You are not allowing this to eat up your life anymore. You're not feeling sorry for yourself anymore. This is something here where I feel you played victim to. Oh my gosh, look at you go, Pisces. Who's rooting for Pisces right now? This is somebody here who not only speaks the truth, but is holding the sword here to create closure. And you know what the most powerful saying is when it comes to accepting things for what they are? It is what it is. And I feel that there's something that you're doing in the next 7 days where you're cutting out things and you're having a new approach here. I almost see you as Lady Justice, to be honest. You are making some harsh decisions to cut things out of your life. Some of you are changing up. Gosh, it could even be your whole structure, your daily routine. You just created closure. This is for a Pisces here who created massive closure. That's your energy. That is your energy. Okay. You're exposing yourself in a different way, an authoritative way. You're not delusional about this either. So there are certain things that you wore Delulu on. You wore, woe is me. This is not going to happen. Or this person did this to me. You're not taking that anymore. This is someone here who is not ignoring it, is accepting it, and is saying, I'm going to make a change for me. And I see you actually doing this change. What advice does Spirit have for you? The swamps of sadness has been released for Pisces. Very good reading. Yeah, you ain't drinking that shit anymore. Because in the past, whatever you drank gave you an upset belly. You thought it's what you wanted. You're like, this is great. And then when this is before Tarot. So Spirit's saying there's going to be some things that you taste, right? And it's not always going to be your cup of tea, but you're going to be okay with stating it. This is someone here who's like, let me try that. I'll try that. Yeah, I don't like that. And you're just not going to be so passive about it and be like, okay, well, I might not like it, but I'm just not going to tell them. No. Nope. We have the King of Swords here now. I feel like there is somebody here. I didn't even know Tia was here. I didn't see her. I feel like there's somebody here that is you're going to meet your match, Pisces. Someone here is going to challenge you. Not in a bad way, though. I think this individual goes, oh, I hear you. And I actually can be there. And then you're going to be like, prove it to me. Could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But you have somebody here who is about to meet you in a very fair way. Very fair. Okay. It's like, oh, you think that because I think what you're going to do. Okay. Thank you. You're going to give this person a shot and they're going to kind of throw you for a loop. Well, let's just pull one more. How are they going to throw you for a loop? Because I think you're going to expect that it's going to go to shit, or you're just like the others, or, yeah, I've heard that before. And what's this person going to prove to you? Oh my goodness. That they're in it with you. This is a soulmate. This person who cares for you. This is a person who has your back. This is an individual, even if it's a new individual, it's somebody here that you're going to feel like you have known them all your life. But others of you, you have an individual here that has seen you kind of be mopey. Some of them have seen you be drained by another individual. And, you may say, oh, I don't need anybody. It is what it is. But this individual is going to throw something in your face and say, well, that's not true. Don't throw all relationships out. They're not all bad. Look at us. We were able to build something. It's not always about romance, okay? But there's something here solid about this connection, this person here who has been through that too. So this is an individual here who basically has your back, in a most unexpected way, because I don't think that you really truly feel it. All right, let's see what's going on for Aries. Aries is up next. We have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo, and then, of course, our collective. Thanks, guys, for saying hi and hello back to you. I must be missing people because I'm not seeing everybody's names. There must be comments I'm missing. I think it's just moving too quickly. Hello, Manette. Welcome. Glad you're new here. For those who are new, reminder that I have a membership area with a 30-day free trial. So if you like these style readings, there are all sign readings over at Harmonia. I just did the mid-month check-in on Friday. I'll be posting new content this week as well. I post new content each week. I always post in all signs. You get automatically in all signs each week, a bonus one. Sometimes it's on love. Sometimes it's general. Sometimes I do more than one all signs, but it's a mixed bag. Sometimes it's tarot stories. Sometimes it's mediumship. Sometimes it's my vlogs. But lots of cool content over there that you have access to the entire thing, not just one thing. I'm not that kind of reader. That's a playground. That's a playground for you to use your intuition for. So check out the 30-day free trial. That's just the readings. Tier 2 has a little bit more because you're also invited to the monthly group ups. We have a group up coming up in about 2 weeks, and it's actually a healing meditation one. I'm really excited about that one. It's a visual experience with the Ents because we're going to be working with the trees. And there may be some collective messages that come out in there since I'm a channeler. All right, Aries, you ready? Thanks, Marty, for representing Facebook. I don't think there's many people on Facebook. I love the trees too. And I've been really wanting to work with their energy, especially with all of the hurricanes as of late. And when I was in South Carolina during Hurricane Helene, I just, the live oaks are such beautiful trees, especially with the moss on them. I don't know if you guys know those with the moss and how it just kind of drapes on the trees, but I couldn't stop touching the trees. I felt like I was a tree hugger. I think there's more pictures of me just like going like this to a tree. It's just the coolest thing. Some of those trees are like 200, 300 years old. I mean, they're huge. So much history. I'm just so drawn to it. Anyway, we're going to be doing a meditation with the trees. We have the 9 of Wands here, Aries. Oh, who's enticing you? Don't go that way. Oh, no. Okay. We're in the moon energy. So you definitely, Aries, have somebody here from the past. God dang it. They just like to come right back in, don't they? Especially in the full moon. Somebody here has found a loophole to get a hold of you. I don't know if they're opening up a new account, a new profile, if this is social media. I don't know if they're talking through another friend, but this is an individual here who wants to have, Scorpio energy, a reconcile. This is someone who's not over you. This is somebody here who wants to discuss. I don't feel like this person's any good, to be honest. Oh, this is why. My Aries are going through a glow up. You look amazing. It's like you're leaning into the tree. You're all set. And then you have someone here going, hey, you remember me? You look amazing. You look great. And it doesn't have to be romance too. It could also be an individual here who just screwed you over, used you. This is a user. You have someone here who's going to be in contact with you who likes to entice you over to get them out of their own shit. Ugh. Well, because they're stuck. It's because they're stuck. They can't get out. Somehow you did. They can't quite figure out why this Cancer energy here with Chariot, they're all broke. This person may be broke. All right. A handout. There's a handout. This person expects a handout. Great. Oh, I told you. Hey, can I have a piece of that? You're doing good. If it's not something that you're financially good about, it's how you spend your time and the long-term effort that you put into an individual. But there's something that you have, and I want to say this is an energy vampire, Aries, that this individual wants to take from you, wants to grab from you, wants to snatch from you because they're broke. And if they're not broke, they feel very alone and they aren't doing so well. And I feel like since you have energetically been out of this person's energy field, things have not gone great with them because I think they used you. They used your energy to get ahead. And that happens sometimes. Sometimes you'll see that, like, a person, their true colors, that when they use you a lot and then all of a sudden you disappear and they don't know how to do anything or cope with anything, and everything's starting to break for them, and they can't quite figure out why, because everything was going so great with them, but it was your energy. It was 100% your energy, and they misplaced it. They misused it. They took it as their own. Some of them claimed it as their own. I was the one I was successful. I'm the one who did this, when it wasn't them at all. It was you. So you have an individual who's saying, "Psst, hey, how you doing? Going on there? Can you help me out? Haven't talked to you in a while. What advice does Spirit have for you? I'd say stay where you are. What advice does Spirit have for you?" Yeah. Spirit wants to remind you why you left in the first place. Because there was a lot of tears on this individual who didn't give two shits about you when you went through that. This person sucked you dry in that sense, right? Some of them just used you enough and then they went on and then they want to come back. Why? Because, well, gosh. And they feed off your fears as well because they're like, let me help you. Or there's something where they turn it around. They're kind of passive aggressive when it comes to an expectation of you helping them. So some of them, you start getting that guilt trip. There's some kind of anxiety here. I want to pull one more. Again, it's all like tapping on your shoulder. Hey, I'm here. You have boundaries in place. And let me tell you, this person is stepping a boundary. They are stepping a boundary. Don't let the wolf in, because they're going to try to find a way in. That's what I got. Okay. Keep your boundaries up. Taurus. That was crazy how the cards fell out. And that sometimes it's crazy to me when you start saying the story and it's like it literally just comes out in the cards. I don't really need to use the cards. I like to use the cards. I love card art. I think it adds a lot to the readings. It embellishes them, and I'm a storyteller. All right, Taurus is up. Doing a quick shuffle here. Thanks, guys, for joining me here. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Taurus. Lily is back. Lily, did you time that? Were you like timing that? I love when I have people pop in and out. It's like, okay, I'll be right back. But sometimes they time it really, really good. It's how you know you're spot on. We got a lot of intuitive folks out there. Hello, Diana. I don't see Diana on, but maybe you can see him, Marty. Oh, you just got home from work. Well, welcome back. Now you can put your feet up and the story's all yours. All right, Taurus, let's see what's happening for you in the next 7 days. Let it be good. Okay. What's this? 2 of Pentacles. Turn that frown upside down and you have, I just heard fuck it. Fuck it. Oh my God, you were in such fuck it mode. Fuck it. The Queen of Swords reverse is like, I ain't doing that anymore. That ain't serving me anymore. And someone who could be really, really cold. Okay. Anytime I see the Queen of Swords reverse, I call her my Elsa card here from Frozen. Let it go, let it go, let it go. You are letting something go. There is something here that you are really miserable with, overdoing, and it just wasn't balancing out for you. It wasn't balancing out, and you're turning that frown upside down and using the advantage of it and saying, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that is what I heard. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about this. I'm not going to think the worst case scenario. I'm not going to say that it's my pending doom. I'm just going to release all of that. You're releasing worry. You're releasing anxiety. You are taking authority here when it comes to your schedule, the people you deal with. You are realizing something's not aligned and something has to go. And some things you are really taking accountability on your own life, not just other people who you may be cutting out. Yeah. Because being woken up in the middle of the night with worries about somebody else's needs and desires is exhausting. You know? Some people don't find it romantic when you disturb, especially women, if they're like deep in sleep and someone's coming in here and saying, hey, want to get frisky? Not if they had a long day. Okay. This is you looking at those energies here of being exhausted. What kept you stuck? I feel you're really working on your anxiety, trying to find something that will be less stressful for you. And others of you, it's letting a relationship just go. That's not really serving you anymore. You don't want to collaborate with this anymore. You don't want to have a teamwork with it anymore. It was a downward spiral. So this is for my Taurus here, who's realizing there's certain connections here where it was consistently a downward spiral. And it was going over and over and over again. You're spinning around, spinning around, spinning around, spinning around, spinning around, where it made you feel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rejected anyway, lost anyway. Lost anyway. Because this was bullshit. You're very capable of knowing that there's a big bad wolf behind you. Now, the 7 of Swords is reverse. So the secret is out too, I heard. So I either think that you're letting somebody go or you're letting some old scenarios. These are all reverse, guys. I mean, there really wasn't one that was upright. And that's interesting because his deck is really shuffled. You are really cutting out some old belief systems, old relationships, and detaching from it. And it's needed. I would say because there's no cups here, this is about you managing yourself, managing your energy in the next 7 days. You are definitely at a pause of taking actions on anything when it involves something new. But let's see what advice Spirit has for this Taurus. No reversals. It's going to lead you to success. It's going to lead you to recognition. You're changing something up here that you're going to be successful at. This had to happen. This had to go. So I see a lot of success coming you. Spirit's reminding you of that. You will be successful at this. Some of you, it's not just success. It really truly is the recognition, especially if someone fucked you over. It's happened before, right? You're not going to be screwed over before. Why? Because you're smarter now. You're wiser now. You have experience now. So this Taurus here has absolute experience here based upon somebody screwing them over, or a situation where they hit rock bottom and says, well, what other shot do I have? I have to start anew. But I actually see this Taurus taking on something new. And how they do it is an approach here of, I'm going to win this, or I'm going to make this my bitch. And you do. Okay. Whatever it is you do, you get over this. You're able to succeed at this. So the next 7 days, you're going to be detached a little bit emotionally when it comes to cups. But you're what's in front of you, cutting out stuff that no longer serves you. Going for the jugular. All right, let's see what's going on for Gemini. It was a strong reading for Taurus. Taurus, when they make up their minds, man, I mean, they're stubborn, but once they know, they stick to it. I have a lot of Taurus. I'm a Taurus moon. So once you make up your mind, it's like, that's it. You made up your mind. It is. It's like the Mandalorian, right? This is the way. This is how Taurus gets. This is the way. And you're paving way for you. All right. Gemini is up. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the next 7 days. We have Cancer, Leo, and Virgo still up. Reminder that if you have listened to all of your signs, there's still a collective reading at the end of this as well. All right, Gemini. Sorry, I just had to have a sip of something. My throat's a little dry. Okay, Gemini, here we go. Let's see what the next 7 days are for my gems. Knight of Swords, you're getting some. It's never good news. It's never good news when that knight's reversed. It's always news here where it's like it just hits you. It hits you. Coming in. You got 2 knights here. What does this person want? Interesting how the legs are up and the legs are up here. And I feel like somebody's demanding a Gemini to stay or see their point of view. It's very interesting. I'm just really sorry the glare on these cards, guys. There we go. I'm really paying attention to the swamps of sadness here with an individual who knows how to drag you into the sadness, but has this thing where it's like, you need to pull me out of this. You need to get me out of this. You need to get me out of this. There's somebody's going to be stating that to this Gemini. You need to get me out of this. And I feel like you're busy. I feel like you're busy minding your own business. I see you being unbothered by this, but it's like they come out of nowhere and say, get me out of this. Oh, gosh. The thing is this person you haven't seen in quite some time. We are in the moon energy, just is what it is. But I feel that could be dealing with a Pisces. I do feel like someone here is feeding you bullshit. They're lying. The moon reverses Delulu. Okay. This news here is not fully honest or truthful of why they're coming or approaching you. Okay. Let's see why they're approaching you. Oh, Tarot. They want your advice. Some of you are tarot readers. But this is an individual here who wants some insight from you, wants some intel. Hey, Gemini, I'm going to need your help. You're very intuitive. What do you think? But there's something here where it's like, it's not just like, I'm going to need your help. It's really what they're saying is I expect your help. There's an expectation here. Ironically, you know it. You feel this, and I don't see. I mean, the death is something final, so you have closed this chapter. You're not going to want to help this person. Okay. I think you're going to remain true of keeping your back held afar. But there's something here about the transformation of how far you've come. We have Scorpio energy now here combined with that Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to have some kind of closure because of this, because you're going to know that this person's lying to you. And just by this reading, I think you're going to know. That reader could be me. You're going to be like, okay, that's all I need to know. Okay. I don't need to get in touch with them. What's advice Spirit has for you? I feel like it's like, keep focused on what you're working on and do not give this person a cent, not one penny if they're asking for money. Yeah, here comes the message. You're going to be receiving a note. You're going to look at it. Spirit's saying when you look upon it, you already have something started. You have something pretty firm here, but it's coming in as though it's going to be a gift, or, hey, I'm so happy to see you, or, hey, I haven't talked to you in so long time, but it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And Spirit's saying, remember, detach. You can say no. You're allowed to, I mean, the King of Swords, somebody here is like, come to me straight. I know you're lying to me. Some of you are going to say that. I know you're lying. And they'll be like, what? And you're like, no, I know you're lying. And they're like, no, I can, and they'll make up all these stories and stuff like that. And you'll have all of the facts. And that's all you got to state is the facts to this individual for them to realize you ain't going to buy into it. So this is just a pre-warning of what's ahead, Gemini, is that you have somebody here who's really testing your energy. When it comes to the facts, it's coming to being honest, and you are really trying to remain honest in there. All right, that's what I got. Let's see what's going on for Cancer. Then we have Leo and Virgo. I know Papa Willies is like, please hurry up with Leo. I need to go to bed. We're getting there. I'm not so long tonight. I'm under 2 hours still. All right. Cancer is up, and then we get to Leo. You can always catch the collective Papa Wheelies on the replay, so you can go to bed. I know I'm on later than I typically am. Cancer. I'm on late because I had to take a nap. I didn't sleep well at all last night. All right. Cancer, here we go. Felt the need to knock the deck for Cancer. Something had to be cleared for you. Cancer, next 7 days, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. 5 of Cups. The Devil. Who's this bully? Ugh. So Cancer, you're dealing with a bully. And there's sadness here because I do feel rejected. Some of you, this is a family scenario But here, I want to remind you that you do have somebody here who has your back. But it's very disappointing when just as you get excited, somebody comes smashing through and says, well, I'm going to just take that sandcastle and stomp all over it. And you are dealing with an individual here who is pretty much negative Nelly. Always, this is like the Karen of the group too, right? Always has something backhanded to say. And it's like womp womp. And it's really hard to be in this energy here or feeling disappointed when all you want is happiness, togetherness. Why can't everybody get along is what I hear. I feel like my Cancer stating and the next is like, why can't we just all get along? Like, why do you have to start shit? This could be at work too. I do feel sadness and the missing here where everybody got along and you're just not seeing it. And they're bringing stuff up from the past. This is a person who can't get over their shit. Right. And expects there's something where you've chosen to step away, you chose to move on, and this individual wants to bring up about how you left them, how you did something to them, to me. That gets old after a while. I can't believe you left me there. I can't believe you put me in that spot there. Six of Cups. This is a family member. If it's not a family member, it's someone who you're very close to. This is somebody here you have a soul tie with, a past with. Okay. Some of you, it's your own sibling. But what do they want you to do? Regurgitate the food and feed them? Because that's what it feels like. Mother them. There's some disappointment with how they have on being left out. Yeah. And you're not playing that anymore. The Fool came reversed here where it's like you're not taking a chance with this. You are upset by this. This is an individual where you really did hope to have a good start with them, but every time you have a new start, it's like they pull the same shit over and over again. So yeah, I see sadness in it. Yeah, I see you not being foolish and involving it. I see you actually detaching from it. Or trying to. You do have somebody here that does love you though and has your back. So I do feel like you're going to be talking to this or confiding this with a loved one. What advice does Spirit have for you? I think the advice here has to do with this person. The Queen of Wands energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is somebody who's confident. This is somebody who's very creative. This is an individual here who has the ability to just go for it and is very lighthearted with that energy because they have a lot of charisma. And there's something here where this individual takes those gifts from you and makes them smaller. And makes you feel like you can't be creative or you can't be loud or you can't be the extrovert or why maybe people really like your energy, Cancer, right? Yeah. Well, who wouldn't like this energy? That's someone who's caring. That's someone who's confident. So you're dealing with an individual here. And some of you, I feel like it's a sibling who's just got some jealousy issues. And if it's not a sibling, it's somebody here who just really can't invest in your successes without bringing them back to them and making them feel down. Okay. And it's like, I can't eat. And I think you have some good things coming your way. All right. Let's see what it is because you have good things coming your way. What's the reaction of this individual? Because I mean, these are solid cards for you. Those are solid cards. God, you got the Six of Cups again. We're going to stop. We're just getting repeated cards. This is an individual here who has successes, but they don't feel like they are shined as much as you are. But you have dimmed your light consistently for this person to feel part of the circle. How many times can you do that? How many times can you to prove that without looking like the hero? That's just who you are. So Spirit's just stating that. That's who you are. Let this person here figure it out on their own. And if they want to be foolish or they want to do that, it's on them. If they want to exclude themselves, if they don't want to be part of the circle, it's on them. It's not on you, but I can still feel the sadness in it. Let's move on to Leo. Leo is up. Hello, Angela. Welcome. Thanks, guys, for saying hello. We are starting to get at the tail end here. Reminder, if you just popped on, you can go to the banner and just scroll back. If you're on Facebook, you have to wait till the timestamps. And the live is over because it doesn't let you go back during the live. And we'll get to Leo up next. No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Stars already like, let's do it. I'm going to start racing the algorithm now. You're a little ahead. When I get on Virgo, I'll say that. Papa Wheel is like, this better be freaking good. It will be good. And you've been waiting for Angela's like, I've been here since the beginning. I'm just here. All right, Leo, next 7 days. Leo. Ooh. We just had a reading with that same one. This feels different now. This feels different. You're unsure. You're weighing your pros and cons on something. There's some uncertainty here about which direction to go. Sometimes you're in it, and other times you're a little bit like, I mean, this is fear. It feels like the fearful stuff, but then there's another part of you that just like, I don't know exactly what spirit has. You see the clouds, exactly what spirit has in place for me. But I feel some anxiety, uncertainty here. You know what? I also heard free will is involved for, with if this involves another person. Okay. Okay, I can't believe I have to state this, but sometimes they make me state this. I would take a break. Okay, I'm a tarot reader, and I'm going to tell you. I don't know if you're reading your own cards or if you get a lot of readings or listen to a lot of readings, but I feel like what's happening for my Leos is they're getting contradicting readings. And I explained this, I think, the other night or something, where if you keep looking into it and you're seeing the sides, you start getting confused and you're like, well, which one is it? Because you're not trusting you. And so there's this energy here of you relying on listening to some of these fears, and you already have the answer. You already can feel into this. And I'm going to empower you with this because that was reversed. That High Priestess means a secret is out. It's something here against the intuition. But let's see what this is about. God, so much worry. So much worry that you're going to be used. So much worry that someone's going to feed off of you or things are going to turn off. It's like all of these are like rats and scavengers and things like that. It's like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of worry about making the wrong decision, fully investing. And others of you, you're afraid you're going to be enticed or approached again about people that you've already set boundaries with. But Spirit is stating to you that those are your walls. Those are your boundaries. You have them in place for a reason. And even though people may entice or try to overstep your boundaries, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to entertain it. Some of you are worried that somebody from the past is going to come back. That's what it is. Especially if it's confrontation. All right. Where there's going to be some blame game. Or someone's going to show you. It's like, oh my God, I hope they don't show up. Oh my God, what if they show up? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't know if I want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with the drama. But then you're listening to the readings and you're like, but I love the drama. Okay. That's why I say I never believe someone when they say, I don't love the drama, because usually those are the people who attract the most drama, right? It's like, okay, yeah, sure, sure. But there's something here about being blamed. And this comes up in not just one relationship, other facets for you. And you already know, and Spirit's stating to you that, yeah, you're going to be enticed by some things and situations where your boundaries are going to be crossed the next 7 days. But you don't have to worry about how those people feel. This is about how you feel and making the decisions here to whether and you entertain this or listen to somebody out, or if you just say simply no, you're allowed to. We haven't even gotten to the advice, but I'm going to pull the advice, no reversals here for Leo. Listen, you have a connection, and it doesn't have to be romantic, that actually is there with you through thick and thin. And you don't have to worry about even if you say, I don't have that right now, Spirit's saying it's coming. It's going to be there. But this is a connection here where it is completely circled. It's so protected. All right. This is a travel card here too. So if it's not travel, it's how protected you are while you're traveling, or how protected you are with the right connections. And if you're worried other people are going to interfere in this connection, it is so protected. If you're worried about third party stuff getting involved, it is so protected. Don't let somebody think they're going to shit in your cup, because they ain't going to do that. All right. You have an opportunity here where you are going to be able to taste it and try it on your own. And this is something here where you get to make the moves. You get to feel into it. And Spirit's just saying, this is the time here to trust your intuition and not worry about all of the other things that could happen. You are in the midst of some big changes. Some of you, a new relationship that's building up. Others of you, it's a job opportunity here to travel. And others of you, it's just to have a really good accountability with a person in your life that trusts you, who's going to be open to you, and who's not going to treat you like this, because that hurts, right? That's what I got. Virgo is up. All right, now that we're on the last zodiac sign, so I already have people in here who follow me, so they know what the drill is. But if you are new to this channel, I asked to remind you guys to make sure you're subscribed, whether it's to Facebook or to YouTube. And then go ahead and comment bonus, because what happens is the algorithm drops and it shows appreciation to me just doing about an hour and a half of readings because I don't have to do a bonus, but I choose to do so because it adds maybe another reading for you, and it could make you claim it. Okay. It could be your energy. So go ahead, comment bonus. And we are going to get to Virgo next. You guys are raising the algorithm back up. Papa Wheelies, I thought you'd be going to bed. He got a second wind after that reading. He's like, good shit's coming my way. Thank you guys for staying. Some of you guys are real troopers that you stay on with me this entire time. It does help me energetically. So please know you're making a huge difference by being here with me. Because sometimes when I'm doing these readings back to back, it can get lonely. All right. Virgo. We have the Six of Wands reversed. Feel a little defeated. Okay, so something's going to happen unexpected, but this is protection. The Tower is always something that it's got to go. You really wanted this, though. You really wanted this. You have to leave somebody behind. They cannot go on this boat with you. This individual is going to do whatever they can to keep you stuck, or you can't save this person. And it's gonna suck for this Virgo because you're gonna want to. But you can't. There's something here where you need to leave this because they're dragging you down with you. Some of you, I hate to say this, but I feel like substance abuse may be one. If not, it's some kind of mental instability. Ooh, yeah. The King of Pentacles here. You're fighting this change, this transformation. This is reverse. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. I mean, this is your energy. You're just so giving. And I love the King and the Queen of Pentacles because how giving they are, but they're very practical. They're very wise with that and nurturing. But I also feel like you have done all you could for this person or the situation. So whatever this news is, or what's going to shock you with, there's nothing you can do anymore. There's nothing you can help out with this person. You did all you can. And I think that's the epiphany moment because the tower's out of your hands. It's not in your hands. Not everybody's meant to be on this trail with you. That could be somebody going into relapse. Not everybody's going to be like that, but I also feel like there's something where a person's going to be repeating a cycle. Yeah. And this is the opportunity here where you're trying to go through another door. You have a solid opportunity here to move on. Now, if this is work related, it's someone here who wants you to stay, especially if you gave notice already. And it's like, I can't stay. And they try to give you a big, I don't know, maybe they try to upscale it, but you've already made a decision here and you know that it's not meant to grow. This is your opportunity. I feel like you're holding this. I mean, I'm just really paying attention to his hands. It really looks similar to that. I don't feel like this is spirit. I feel like it's you taking your opportunity and saying, okay, this is all I have, but I also know I have the potential here for prosperity, potential here for growth. And by staying put in this area, it's not allowing any growth. And this person here is taking away from that. And you see that you're evaluating that. It's a very big opportunity that you're doing, a big move. This is for Virgo doing a massively big move, making a big decision. Some of you, it's to let somebody go. Others of you, it's to have a new start. You're moving. Some of you are moving. Some of you are starting a new relationship. But you are in charge of your own happiness. And I think for some of you, if this is something where it wasn't romantic, but it was affecting a relationship like a marriage, this is you saying, I need to focus on the relationship that matters to me, that you've been taking away from. All right. But I see you having a new start, Aquarius energy, and I see a lot of happiness here. So I feel big move is coming for you. You are leaving somebody behind. It breaks your heart, but at the same time, you cannot force this person here to take care of themselves. That's what I got. All right. We have the collective reading or the bonus right now. Here we go. Thank you for everybody commenting bonus. And we're going to get to the collective reading. Our final reading for the night. I'll probably be doing a pop-up live sometime this week. Haven't decided yet if it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday. We shall see. But I definitely will be live on the weekend. I have some cool things coming with my lives. I am going to be collaborating. I still have to work with him as into what time, but I am going to be collaborating with another reader for All Signs Love. where we are going to be, the how they feel readings, you and them. I'm going to be reading one energy and he's going to be reading one energy. So we're excited for that. But I got to nail down the details. Yeah. You know the other reader. Yes, it is. It's Michael. It's Michael Groomer. I sucked him in. Seems pretty open to it. I'm like, Michael Groomer, you want to do some love readings? Michael Groomer's from the metaphysical journey. He's taken a lot of my tarot workshops. He's actually in Runes Reality right now, but he's a great reader. And I want to see him do a different style. And I think he would I think he's great at relationship readings. And I haven't really done a lot back and forth with him. So I think it'll be fun. All right. Collective. You ready? He was scared to do it. He knows it. That's just so funny. All right, here we go. Collective. In the next 7 days, let's see what's going on for us. This is for the bonus. What's in store for us? Nine of Wands reversed. This card's like Seven of Pentacles. Who's coming in? Who's waking you up? You're getting disturbed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You thought this was over, and it's not. There's something here. There's something here that I feel this has to do with your past. Remember, I said the reversal is not always like bad. It's, the non-committal. I do feel like you're dealing with an individual here who couldn't make a final decision about something for you. Okay. Whether it was a relationship or being in and out, or if this is somebody here who couldn't make up their mind, I think you kind of let that go. Part of you was sad about it. And you're like, all right, yeah, well, whatever. I'm going to have a new start. I'm not going to worry about it. But it's a Grim Reaper there. It ain't over yet. Because you've just been working on you. You're taking a little nap. You're relaxing here. There's some growth. Some of you don't see this coming because it's a wish. It's something about fulfillment. It's like you've been dreaming about this. That's what it is. You've been dreaming about up-leveling something. This is an up-level. Aquarius energy. Aquarius is there. Oh my gosh. You ready for this? Someone's got good news for you. Somebody here wants to reunite. Somebody here wants to collaborate. Somebody here says, let's do it. And you're like, wait, what? You've been like the Sleeping Beauty for how long? Yeah, see, and here's the thing. You've been doing something so far along on your own, or hyper independent, or this level here where it's like originally you wanted this, but now that you have room for this, you're kind of looking at it and going, well, wait a minute. You mean this whole time you actually wanted that? This whole time it was never off the table? I think you're going to hear some news from an individual saying, that's not what I meant. There's some kind of misunderstanding about this connection with this person. It wasn't over. They just had cold feet. This person had some kind of cold feet. Yeah, it's they need time to process. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Chariot energy. This is an individual here who had to kind of step back to get an eagle eye view. And now that they've gained a perception here of what you've been asking, and this doesn't have to be romantic, but I feel like somebody here is stating to you now, listen, I know I was broke down about this, but I was trying to gain a new perception, and I didn't want to just jump into something here because I didn't want to be an extra weight. This is very, very important to hear. An extra weight to what you wanted. this individual felt that they could not pull their weight in this. There were some insecurities about what they could do or provide. They felt like they were going to take you down. You have the star here twice. Your challenge here is to be open to this and to listen to this person's point of view. They're going to be explaining some things here where I don't think they were fully ready to talk about. What's the advice here for my collective? Oh my gosh. That's the Ace of Wands. Now, this is the hesitation of taking it, but this is an individual who's saying, I do want to take this. I do want to go with this. I'm going to have to pull two more. It's too juicy, right? Oh my gosh. I do want to get on the boat with you. We're going to do this together. Of course I love you. Of course I want that. Of course I want a future with you. Some of you, it's like, of course I want to marry you. Others of you, it's like, of course I want to move in with you. Others of you, it's like, of course I wanted to do that adventure with you. I just needed time to like process it. And to also know that I could pull my weight. And there's something here that this person had to learn. This is a person here who's like, I want you to sit back a little bit. I feel like this person's going to say, trust me, I know how to use this. Yeah. You know, it's like where your challenge here is where you're trying to figure it all out in the beginning. This is actually a really beautiful reading. And this person's here like, I figured it out. I can show you. Oh, this feels like Aladdin. I feel like this person's going to show you the world. They're in it. They're in it. They're in it. Oh my God. Through thick and thin, this person is in it. Claim it, because this is a solid person here who loves you. It does not mean it's, you know, a nasty ex or anything like this. This is someone here who says, I'm here for thick and thin, and I believe in you, and I believe in whatever this venture is that we want to go into. It might not be the timing you want, collective, but this person here is going to make some kind of confession to you that they are in it. And even though it may not be sunny right now, and I will point out to you, this is just the start of it, they're not going to pull away. They're not going to run away. This person is fully in it this time. They're going to tell you if they feel anxious. They're going to tell you if something's up. They're not going to shut down on you. And this is something that they could not do before. And they don't want to see you feeling like you're sinking down or a sinking ship. This is an individual who says, listen, if we got to go down like the Titanic, I promise you, you know, I'll be there till the end. Now, it's up to you if you want to be nice and move over for them and not make Jack freeze to death. Okay. Because that piece was really big, but this is a really solid reading for you guys. All right, guys, that's what I have for this evening. Reminder, if you are new to this channel and like these readings, we have more readings like this over at Harmonia Friends. Nancy had stated here, right here, yes, there is a 30-day free trial. We would love to have you over there, and you can start perusing the readings once you gain access to it. You guys take care and have an amazing night.